Yato yato yamitato Narasimha. Yato yato yamitato Narasimha. Bahe Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho. Bahe Narasimha Hridaye Narasimha. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakha Adbhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Danodvengam Keshavadveta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakha Adbhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanuvringam Keshavadvita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare. Jaya Narasimha Dev, 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 Jaya Narasimha Dev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jai. He Jai.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, everyone. Oh, I don't know if the mic is working. It's working? Yes? No? Yes? Okay. Hare Krishna, welcome to our Sunday program. My name is Kritika and today I will be the mic coordinator. Before we go into the next segment of the program, I'll just share what we have finished so far. We have finished the Prabhupada Aarti, which is also Guru Aarti, Gaura Aarti, and Narasimha Aarti. Our Sunday school kids, they have performed the Mridanga, Kartal, and circulating Aarti and flowers. I know I should be taking their names, but I would like to highlight the new names who have done the Mridanga service, who is a little Ivan. Give him a big Sharvin, who has started now giving the service of Kartal. Give him a big round. And our other Sunday school kids, Arnav, Shivansh, Devansh, and Ram. Please give them a big round. Okay, so before we move on to the next segment of the program, are there any new faces who have joined the temple first time or participating in the program first time? I don't think so, but let me know. No? Okay. Okay, so the next segment of our program is we have a Bhagavad Gita Shloka recitation, which we have resumed from last week. This week's Shloka recitation will be done by Devansh, Shloka number 2.59. Devansh.
Vishya Vinivartante
Vishya Vinivartante
रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनां रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते
विषयाविनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिना रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते
विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनां रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते
Though the embodied soul may be restricted from the sense enjoyment, the taste for sense object remains. But seizing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. So my realization for this is the embodied soul, which is us, may be restricted from sense enjoyment. So like whatever we have, like a new soccer ball, a new video game, say we're gonna enjoy for like 2 hours or 3, but we're never gonna like eternally enjoy that for like forever, like for a long time. So that's why it says the taste for sense objects still remains. So that desire for more and more things, like you have a soccer ball, you play with it for a little while, then you're bored, then you want another thing. You have a video game, you play for a little while, then you're bored, you want another thing. And this is never-ending cycle. But seizing such engagements by experience a higher taste, which is Krishna consciousness. If you experience Krishna consciousness, then he's fixed in consciousness. That'll be your way of life, and you'll never get bored, and you'll always be attached to Krishna. Wait, I'm not done.
I can't wait.
Some people may be still wanting that more objects, more soccer balls, but they're still aware and they can control themselves. And maybe some people just focus on Krishna. So there's different levels. But yeah, if you have that awareness, it's good. That's why even if you're a little bit Krishna consciousness, then it's you can, if you do it as a way of life, or just a little bit, you're fixed in consciousness. So you won't have that lust for material objects. Yeah.
And that's today's class. Yeah, Kashyapuni, do you want to give class today?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay. Can we say big three Haribol for Devans? And again, don't be so proud of it, okay? I will go. But you did good job. I'm really proud of you. But you are not allowed to be proud of yourself. I am allowed to be proud of yourself, okay? That's
So I think Devansh touched upon, we all are work in progress in Krishna consciousness. Krishna is so merciful that he gives us chances again and again. From my perspective, we share the Prabhupada's teaching. One of the things I wanted to share today is we all are aware of this, and it's the most profound teaching from Bhagavad Gita as it is 9.27. Yat karosi yat adnasi yat juhosi dadasi yat. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. And why it is so tangible and practical, and why I prefer to speak about this today, is because Prabhupada explains that Krishna is instructing us to dedicate all our activities to him. Whether it's eating, working, performing charity, going to office, taking care of our family, everything can be spiritualized when done with the intent of pleasing Krishna. He emphasized that devotion over rituals, and I really like this point. Bhakti yoga is not confined to rituals or renunciation. It is about the attitude of devotion in all actions. There is a universal application. This is the second point which I like about most from Prabhupada's teaching. First is devotion over rituals. Second is universal application. Anyone, regardless of their status, profession or qualification, can practice this principle. Simply offering the result of one's action to Krishna transforms ordinary life into a spiritual life. And the third is, Prabhupada always talk about selfless service. By surrendering all actions to Krishna, we become free from the bondage of karma, and this purifies the heart and leads to liberation. So overall, he talks about devotional service does not mean giving up daily responsibilities. Rather, it is about performing the daily responsibilities in the mood of dedication and love for Krishna. When we align our work, family life and personal effort with Krishna's purpose, our entire life becomes a form of worship. Bolo Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Sorry, Deepika Mataji, I didn't inform you, so I thought now if I'm telling you do say this, better I say something. So, all kids, if your chanting kids are here somewhere, please pick up your chanting kids here only. Bring your, if you have. By the time the kids are bringing the chanting bag, you know though right now in the news in Bangladesh, so many things is going. And now it's against even ISKCON devotees also, and there are a couple of senior devotees are arrested in Bangladesh. I remember one thing, I think 15 years ago when I was in Toronto temple, there was one Chinese girl I met in a Toronto temple. She was already initiated, and I was talking to her with my god sister Dwarika Mataji, and she said in China they have to do underground this movement, so it's not openly. They are chanting, they have all the yes, and because with the, they have to disguise, otherwise they will be behind the bar. Some because it's but still expanding there in China. Same the Russia also happened, but China. That time Dwarika Mataji told me, count your blessings. How much freedom we have. Nobody is stopping us to chant. Nobody is telling us to practice our faith. And this is like today I'm just requesting my kids, like my Sunday school kids, all are chanting amazingly. Last week I shared the video. They are chanting very nicely. If you cannot, please learn from my Sunday school kids. They can teach you how to chant very nicely. Focus and beg that all our God brothers, all our sisters in Bangladesh get help and get justice and get opportunity to serve Krishna. So now I think I'm going to leave today chanting, and after that, okay. And then kids will go to Sunday school. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. In a count of 3, we can all chant together. 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Mahamantra ki.
Yeah. All the Sunday school children can go to the next one. Okay, we'll go to the next segment. We have the class. It will be given by Kashyap Mani Prabhuji. Prabhuji is being humble today, and all of us know Prabhuji, so I'm not going through his introduction. But I hope you all cherish today's class. So give Prabhuji a big round of applause.
Hare Krishna. So we'll sing the Jai Radha Madhava first, and then we'll go to the class. I'm going to try and remember the tune without Kitika Mataji's help today. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Vijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद और प्रेमानंद So come on, put it on this side so you can take it easily. Okay. So we are back in winter. Who is here liking winter? Do we have? Wow, nice. Why do you like it, Prabhu? It becomes very bright. Oh, it's only when it snows. Otherwise, it's always gray, Prabhu. You know, it's the maximum gray is during the winter. Anyway, there's nothing wrong in liking it. I'm not in against of that. Yeah, I know. There's a meter of snow in Ontario, Prabhu. In Ontario also there is a meter of snow in some places. So we are just fortunate so far. Okay, so Hare Krishna everyone and welcome to ISKCON Oakville's Sunday Feast class. Today I have selected two verses that we are going to go through. If time permits, we'll look at both verses. Otherwise, we'll go for one verse. But this is from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, and verse 30 and 31. Incidentally, Gitika Mataji read 9.27, Yat Karoshi Yat Nashi. But, This is actually a bit of a transition from that phase, and from 9:30 and 31. I chose these two verses specifically because, in my opinion, they are the most comforting verses. They give you hope. They give you, uh, that feeling that although I am not really doing everything perfectly, Krishna will help me, and something will happen, something good will happen to me also. So before I go more into this, let's read these verses. I'm going to share my screen just for the verses, and then I will stop sharing. I don't have any presentation, so hopefully I can connect to the screen mirroring. Yes, that's my screen. Okay. Okay. Should I make it bigger, or you can read? Is it better? Okay. So I will recite it once, you repeat it after me, and then I would like, Matajis and Prabhujis, both, some volunteers to repeat the verse, okay? Api chet suduracharo bhajate mamananya bhak sadhureva samantavya samyagya vasito hisa. Okay. Mataji's side, volunteers, anybody? Okay, you want to read, Mataji? Api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavya samyagya vasito hisa. Hare Krishna. Prabhus, who wants to try? I want to avoid Ganga Prabhu, and I want, other, how about you? Yes. Api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavya samyagya vasito hisa. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. You want to try, Prabhu? Api cheta suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavya samyagya vyavasito hisa. Okay. You want to try, Prabhu? Sadhujan, Prabhu? Api cheta suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavya samyagya vasito hisa. Anyone from Mataji's? One more? Go ahead, Mataji. Api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavya samyagya vasito hisa. Thank you so much. So, like many of these words we actually already know, so it shouldn't be too difficult to sing. Like Mantavya. Mantavya is one of our Hindi and in Gujarati word. So it's not like something unknown. Most of the things are fairly simple. But anyways, so I'm going to read the translation of this verse. Even if one commits, translation by Srila Prabhupada ki, even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. We are going to go to the next verse and read that one as well. It is a kind of a combination, so I don't want to just read one, and even if we don't talk too much about the second verse, still let's read it. So, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma Shashvat santi nigacchati Kaunteya pratijanihi Name bhakta pranashyati. Prabhu's new volunteers I want. Pradeep Prabhu, you want to try? Oh, okay. You can open in your phone also, Prabhu. It's 9.31. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma Santim Shashvat santim nigacchati Kaunteya pratijanihi Name bhakta pranashyati. Mataji, any new volunteers? How about you? You want to try, Mataji? No? Okay. How about Guru Mataji? Kshipram bhavati dharmatma Shashvat santim nigacchati Kaunteya pratijanahi Name bhakta pranashyati. Thank you for trying. Okay. If anybody else would like to recite, please raise your hand. Otherwise, we'll go to the next, the explanation part of it. Okay, we are all good? Okay. We have a very cozy crowd today. So, you want to try, Prabhu? You are on the sidelines, so I couldn't see you. Otherwise, I would have picked you, Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki. He quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. So before we begin, I'm going to recite the Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanam Timirandasya Gnanam Jana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Kadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagajatam Sagan Lalita Shri Vishakha Sagan Savadutam Parijan Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagan Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishupanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So let's look at the translation again for the 9.30 before we explain it further. Let me read both together. So what is Krishna saying in this verse? Apichet su duracharo, even if someone commits the most abominable action. So Shuduracharo is translated here as most abominable action. I'm sure everybody knows what durachar in our languages mean, right? And here Krishna has added a prefix to it, which is called Sudurachar. Bhajate mam ananyabhag. When someone is engaged in devotional service without fail, like constantly engaged in devotional service, sadhu reva samantavya. So Krishna is saying that person is saintly. So even if someone has committed the most abominable action, yet if he is bhajate mam ananya bhag means without fail, like constantly, if he is still on track basically, then he says sadhur eva samantavya. What is Krishna's opinion? Is that that person is saintly, even if that person has committed the most abominable action. Okay, and then second verse, Krishna goes into the continuation of this, this thing is preaching. He is telling. He says he quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. So what is the Sanskrit word? Shipram bhavati. So Shipram means quickly. Shipram bhavati dharmatma. He becomes dharmatma, means he becomes righteous. Dharma, who is following the dharma. And then he says Shashwat Shanti Nigachati. Shashwat Shanti. We all even heard about these words also. Shashwat Shanti means eternal peace, full peace, like lasting peace. So he can attain. Nigachati means he attains lasting peace. And then Krishna boldly asked Arjun to declare. So one of the acharyas, I think Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he says that when he says here Kaunteya Pratijanihi Name Bhakta Pranashyati, he is asking Arjun to take the drums. He says, take the drums and go into the streets and boldly declare what? Name Bhakta Pranashyati. My devotee never perishes. So he's saying that. So he starts with, even if someone commits the most abominable action, Shudurachara, yet if he is continuing his devotional service, then consider that person to be saintly, and not only that, very soon, Kshipram Bhavati, very soon he will become righteous and he will attain lasting peace. And then he says, boldly declare, go out and boldly declare that my bhaktas, not mine, Krishna's bhaktas never perishes. It doesn't, is not destroyed ever. So there are promises being made by Krishna, and there is something which is quite bold in declaring that even if someone commits the most abominable action, yet if he is continuing his devotional service, then that person should be considered as saintly. So today I'm going to speak less, hopefully, and I would request all of you to just please pay attention and have some curiosity, some curiosity as to why Krishna is doing this, or what are the things that doesn't really fit very well into your mind. Those things, some questions, some comments, you please make from your side also. Okay. So as I said, Prabhupada is focusing in the purport on the word which is called Suduracharo. Have you heard word called Sugandh? What is it? What does it translate into? Good smell. So Gandh is smell. It can be either good or it can be bad. and the word which is prefix is su. And what does it turn that word into? A positive, a better thing, like sugandh. Then like, I mean, any you will find suniti. So there are so many other words which will usually, whatever we have heard, it converts this word into a positive word, right? Like, or gives it that adjective prefix which turns it into a positive word. Here Krishna is using the word, first of all, durachar. What does durachar mean? Dur means bad, and achar, what does achar mean? Sorry? Yeah, behavior, your behavior. Basically, achar means your how you are acting in your day-to-day life. So durachar, so someone who is a durachari, that means that someone who is not really acting very nicely, he's acting not piously, he's doing durachar. And now Krishna is using the word su in front of it. So what do we understand from that? It's contradiction, right? Like, I mean, so how do we understand that? So I thought that obviously I am not intelligent like Krishna. So what I need is, I need AI. So I I went into AI and I looked up this particular thing, that why in the verse. It's great, like you just go to chat GPT and type your question. I just typed a question saying that, like, why Krishna is using su in front of this word durachar in this particular verse, and then it gave me this explanation. It says that the prefix su is not being used to denote good, but rather as an intensifier to emphasize the degree of word it modifies. So it just increases the intensity of the word that it is going to precede. So if su, and then if it is gandh, then it is intensifying. However, in most cases, it is being used as a prefix which is in a positive sense. But there are some words where you can use it even for increasing the intensity of the negativity. Okay, so su durachara means it is making it most abominable actions. Durachar means abominable action, and su duracharo means most abominable action. So they are giving examples. It says su mahat means very good. Okay, so su mahat. So example, to su as an intensifier, and then says su duskaram is extremely difficult. Now again, su and duskaram. Duskaram is a negative word, but they are using in Sanskrit su duskaram for extremely difficult. Then su durmati. Su durmati. Durmati means someone who is very wicked. And then when you put su in front of it, it's very wicked or extremely deluded in mind. So it's not that Krishna has not made any error. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So we have some doubt, but like we should clarify those things instead of just reading it like mechanically. Okay, apichet suduracharo bhajate mamananya bhak sadureva samantavya samyagya vasito hisa. So like it's nice to recite it, it's nice to remember it, but at the same time when we read something, at least question that why. I think those who are from Indian background, they at least know that, like, what do these words mean in our languages also. There are usually some close words associated. So anyway, so that was my first part of the thing that I wanted to bring it up. Although it is lack of my intelligence, but I thought, let me at least understand it, right? So it just gives us an idea. So Prabhupada, in the purport, he gives he's focusing again on suduracharo, and then he talks about how any conditional living entity, we are all conditional living entity. How are we conditional living entity? Can someone give me an example? What conditions we have? Whenever we read Bhagavad Gita or any of the Prabhupada's books, he always identify us as conditional living entity. How are we conditional?
We are conditioned by the material moods.
conditioned by the material modes. So we are kind of driven by the material modes, right? Like, I mean, so we are not independent. We are being controlled by the material modes of nature. Yes, very good. Thank you. Anything else? Yes. So we are conditioned on what we were before, and what we did in the past life will determine our this life. So that is also a condition. So that is a conditional life. So these are some of the examples of us being conditional. So all of us, like all conditional living entities, all of us always carry out two types of activities. One is called conditional activities, and another is called constitutional activities. So conditional activities is where we go to job, we do different things to keep our body intact. Okay, so whatever we connected to the body, what we do is it's all conditional activities. And at the same time, the devotees do something else, which is called constitutional activities. What is our constitutional position? Dasar, right? So we are the servant of the servant of the servant. That is our constitutional position, and that is what is going to make us happy. So we are doing those devotional activities, which is our constitutional activities, and at the same time we are doing conditional activities. In most cases in devotees' life, both these activities are in parallel. We all go to job, we all eat, we all eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. We continue to do those things. All those things we continue to do, and at the same time we all come here in the temple, or we read something, we sing some bhajans, we do artis. All those things are devotional activities. So we do both, and in most cases it is in parallel. But sometimes these conditional activities cross and get into our devotional activities. So what they do is that they basically those activities are in against of our devotional activities. So that is called some kind of a abominable action that we perform. Whenever we make something do something which is not aligned with our devotional activities, which is not in parallel with the devotional activities, but it is in against of the devotional activities, those activities are called durachars, or most abominable actions. So sometimes they cross each other, and a person in Krishna consciousness, like all of us here, sometimes we commit some mistakes or some abominable action. Okay, and however, this temporary fall downs, like it's not that we continue to do that, but sometimes we do it. Sometimes all of us do some kind of an activity which is not really good, and we don't really appreciate ourselves for doing those things. But these are called temporary fall downs. And this does not mean that we are all disqualified by any means, even if we make such mistakes. This is what Krishna is saying here. So it is stated that if a person falls down but is wholeheartedly engaged in transcendental service of the Supreme Lord, the Lord, being situated within his heart, is going to purify him and excuses him from that abomination. So what is the condition? So first thing, everybody makes a mistake. Even if we are devotees, we are still going to commit some mistakes. When we do that, what does Krishna do? Anyone? What did I say? He purifies us, and he lets us go. Basically, he lets us off the hook. He says, it's okay. You made a mistake. That's fine. You move forward and continue on your devotional service. The only condition that Krishna is putting is that the person should be continuing his devotional service. So there is something called fall down, and the other thing is called falling away. So fall down means you are still on the path, but you just fell down. Then Krishna will help you to pick up so that you can continue on the path. But when you fall away, then what happens? You go on a different track. So you change your track, and at that time you don't have the forgiveness that that boon Krishna is giving. This is like most of you play the cards, right? I don't know exactly its name of that game, but there is a jail-free card. if you remember. There is something called jail free card. That means that once you get that card, that means that you can get out of the jail basically. You are no longer in the corner. So you are released from that corner. So this is like Krishna is giving us that kind of a thing that, okay, you made a mistake. No worries. I'll take care of it. And that's what Krishna is saying here. What do we learn from this is that no one should deride a devotee for some accidental fall down from the ideal path. All of the devotees, those, sometimes, like senior devotees also make those mistakes. And at that time, we need to remember that this kind of actions are going to happen. And that is why Krishna says in the next verse, he says that if that person continues on the path of devotion, then Kshipram Bhavati Dharmatma. He is going to become Dharmatma quickly. He is going to become righteous very quickly. So we need to encourage people and not deride people when a devotee makes a mistake. So
Prabhuji, if they do purposely, then it is not forgivable, right?
So
But how you will discriminate that somebody is really on a path of devotional service, yet it was a fall down and not.
it's a good question, Mataji. How will you know? How will you know? You won't know, right? Because what is in my heart, you are not going to know, right? So what do we do at that time? You tell me. I'm not going to answer you. You have to tell me. What would you do? Like when you are not able to know whether somebody else is doing it with, willingly or unwillingly, at that time, what should you do? Should you punish that person in some ways because you don't know? Or should you let that person off the hook, giving him benefit of doubt just because you don't know whether that person is doing it deliberately or not? What do you think?
But that will also depend on the gravity of the sin which is committed.
Yes, that is true. But one thing you have to remember that like we are not talking about an ordinary person here. We are talking about a devotee. So it's not about anyone in common. So when the person is a devotee, and if we see that that person is committing something which is abominable, that is when we need to worry about that. Okay, I know that this is not right thing that this person did, but I'm not going to judge whether that person did it deliberately or whether that person did it by mistake. What is accidental or what is intentional or not, those things I'm not going to look for. What I'm going to look for is this particular verse where Krishna says that if he continues on the path of devotion in spite of having that quick fall down, then you need to forgive that person. Why? Because Krishna is forgiving that person. Who are we to not forgive that person? Okay. Anyway, we'll discuss a little bit more in the detail later on. So accidental fall down. So although I'm saying here accidental fall down, I would say that based on what Ganga Prabhu said, that we are all driven by the three modes of material nature. And can any of you, or including me, can any of us guarantee that at some point a mode of passion or a mode of ignorance is going to not push us to do something which is abominable? We cannot, right? Like, I mean, there is no guarantee that it is not going to happen. So, and when that happens, it is not going to be necessarily accidental. It's not that accident. There is an intention behind that, right? Whether it is driven by some modes or not, it is still intentional. So accidental, great, because like we don't want to we have to be a little bit lenient about it. So we say, okay, accidental fall down is okay, but we call it accidental or not, regardless of that. If that person is making a mistake, then if that person is a devotee and he is continuing on his path of devotion, then we don't need to worry about it. We need to like give him the benefit of doubt that okay, he's fine, he's going to be okay. So Prabhupada goes on into the purport and he quotes from Narasimha Puran, and this is a nice verse that he has translated. I'm going to read the translation. These activities should be considered to be like the spots that resemble the mark of a rabbit on the moon. Think about it. Mark of the rabbit's foot on the moon. Such spots do not become an impediment to the diffusion of moonlight. Similarly, the accidental fall down of a devotee from the path of a saintly character does not make him abominable. This is what Narsimha Purana is saying. Okay? Narsimha Purana. So let's take a, this is in Prabhupada's purport. He has quoted from exactly where he has taken this one. So let's take a deeper dive and clearly understand these verses. Okay? So December is coming. So in the December and before January 1st comes, what do we mostly do? Yeah, that's true. I'm talking about in normal circumstances. Yeah, no, like we all take what you call resolutions. So resolution, yeah, New Year resolutions. We all take New Year resolution. Why do we take resolutions? Can someone tell me? No, that is expectation. But why do we make resolutions? What is the purpose of making the resolutions? Sorry? To achieve something, yes. And sorry? To make it a habit. So we already have habits, right? So we want to make a new habit which is more positive, right? Like we want to improve ourselves. At some ways we are seeking self-transformation. We are all seeking self-transformation because we don't really like some of the things that we have, whether it is habits or even if we are underachieving, we don't like that. We want to achieve more. So all those things matters, and that is why we make resolution every year. Like, like most of us do that. Like we try to, we do it in Kartik, right? In Kartik, we try to keep a vrat that, okay, I'm going to, this month, I'm not going to criticize anybody, for example. So why do we want to take such a vow? Simply because in normal circumstances, we do criticize other people. And that's why we want to avoid that thing. We want to be better. And to be better, we are making those vows. However, in most cases, what happens is that the vows last for, like sometimes hours, sometimes days, and in rare cases, it lasts for a month. But that is the maximum I'm going to say that it's going to last. It's going to, like in most cases, I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but in most cases, this kind of resolutions don't last very long. And what we need to assess our progress, right? Like we have taken a vow that I am not criticize anybody in this particular month or this year. I'm not going to criticize anybody. Then we are going to watch ourselves. It's a self-assessment, right? We are going to self-assess. And when we are doing the self-assessment, what we are focusing on is, say we make, by for whatever reason, we criticize one person. We have taken the vow not to, but we end up criticizing someone without our, sometimes it becomes automatic. It's not, we don't even need to, when we have the habits, those habits we don't even need to make any effort also. We can, like that, we can criticize people. Criticism is something that is so satisfying to ourselves and makes us feel that we are the, much better than anybody else in this world, that criticism is very easy to do. So it is going to happen. So when the first time we are going to criticize someone after taking the vow, we are going to get depressed. We are going to feel that, I think I can't keep this vow. This is not working. So what we are focusing on is that this relapse doesn't again happen. That this time it happened, but let me try it again. I'm going to make another effort and not criticize anybody. So we try to focus on preventing the relapse from happening. Now, if the habits are fairly new, then whatever resolution that we make, that resolution is we can keep it based on simply on self-determination. If it is new habit, so criticism, if we have been criticizing people, I hope everybody is okay with this criticism. This is okay, right? So it's not. So when we are, used to criticize people from long period of time, then what happens is that, like as Chaitanya Charana Prabhu says in his, focusing on the mind control, he says we have impressions created in our mind. So this criticizing people is like a groove, and this, as soon as little bit of chance is available, it just flows through that chasm, that channel that has been created in our mind, and we are going to criticize. So it is just with a strong determination, this long impressions that we have in our mind, it's not gonna go away so quickly. So we shouldn't be focusing on preventing the relapse from occurring. So based on only on the determination, if we just think that I have thought today, I have determined that I'm not going to criticize anybody, it's not enough. That itself is not enough. So we are focusing on the resolutions to be successful. Then simply focusing on the resolutions to be successful, we are setting ourselves up for failure. We are going to fail in this thing. So let's take an analogy. If we are in the ocean and there is an anchor, and we are holding on to that anchor, and we are getting the waves, big waves are coming, and they are trying to drag us from that anchor. We are holding on to it, and it is trying to drag us. Then there is two things happening, right? One thing is that we are trying to fight the force of the waves, and we are anticipating what will be the force, or if a bigger wave comes. So if we are simply holding on to the anchor, and our focus is on, if we lose the anchor, then how quickly we can get back to the anchor. If our focus is on that, then that may not be enough for us. What we need is that how we can hold on to that anchor very strongly will determine that we don't get swept away by the ocean. So again, understanding the analogy more in detail is that these waves are like the desires that comes into our heart to so that we cannot fulfill the resolution that we make. We can control the resolution that we make. So this desires comes like waves, and when they hit us, if it is at the peak like a big wave, then there is all the chances that you are going to swept away by the wave, okay, by the desire, and you are going to end up doing that thing. But what we should do instead, we should focus on how strongly we can hold on to the anchor. So this anchor in the analogy is compared to cultivating good habits. So these are bad habits that we want to give up, and holding on to the anchor is the good habits. So what we need to focus on is not to just stop the bad habits from happening, but at the same time we need to focus more on to cultivating the new habits. So it's that when we cultivate those good habits, for example, chanting. So chanting is a good habit, right? So if we focus on chanting, then that itself will connect us to Krishna, and that connection is going to anchor us to that, strongly holding that anchor, that when the desires comes, it will not swept it away. So focus on the positives, which is your good habits, instead of focusing on something which is negative, which is stopping a bad habit. Okay, make sense? So when we are assessing our progress in self-transformation, focus not on how resolutely we give up the unhealthy habits. Focus on how resiliently we take up the replacement healthy habit. Okay. Okay, when we read this particular verse, there is something that that should make us little bit confused. We are talking about here devotees. Okay, how can how can we reconcile a devotee with something wrongdoing? When do we call a person a sadhu? This person is like a sadhu. When we call a person a sadhu, what does it mean? Essentially, it means that that person is never doing any of this abominable action. He's not doing. So here we are talking about this grievous wrongdoings and trying to reconcile it with the devotion. So what we are saying is that, okay, we do the wrong things, but then we are going to reconcile with it with our devotion. It seems like in our if you read the offenses to the holy name, and like the main things that, like in the devotional service, what are the offenses that we make? One of the offense is that if you do something by the strength of, you do wrong things by the strength of the holy name, and that is like, because you can recover from the bad things that you do by chanting. You are doing bad things, and then you are chanting to recover from those things. That's considered an offense, right? So this is kind of a mysterious verse where we are talking about devotion with the wrongdoings. So
Prabhuji, is it the intention that we are looking at?
no.
That the intention of, is the intention of harming a person and then chanting is probably wrong. And then,
No, this is not about intention, because even if you are doing mistakes, Krishna is not putting that condition here. Even if you are doing it intentionally, something wrong, Krishna says, I will still forgive you. So he's not looking at your intention at all. He is just giving you a blank check. He says, it's okay. You did something wrong, that's okay. However, but only if you continue on the devotional path. So the number one, when can you continue on a devotional path? If you are already on the devotional path, then you can continue on the devotional path, right? So it is not applicable to everybody else. It is applicable only to a person who is already a devotee, a sincere devotee, a serious devotee. When a serious devotee makes a mistake, whether it is accidental or intentional, Krishna says that it's okay. I understand these things do happen, but continue on your bhakti and you will become sadhu immediately, quickly. He said, Shikram Bhavati Dharmatma. You will become Dharmatma very soon. That's what Krishna is saying. Okay.
But you mentioned about the offense part, right?
Yes.
So in that it is that is a very serious part, that we cannot commit any sin if you are chanting and then you purposefully use it as
Yes.
a
So
support system. That
I understand.
it's very confusing.
No, so that's where I'm coming to right now. So Krishna is compassionate. Krishna is very merciful. At the same time, Krishna is the most intelligent. So when somebody is using this for like making more and more abominable actions, then Krishna is not unintelligent person. I'm not going to use a bad word for Krishna, even describing any of the positive qualities. So he's not going to it's not that he can't understand this thing. When he sees that like you are using it to just keep doing it again and again, then he will consider that as a wrong thing, and then he is not going to give you the forgiveness. Krishna's forgiveness and Krishna's punishment, there is no difference. Even if Krishna is going to punish that person, that is still forgiveness. You know why? Because his punishment is going to improve that person. So there is no negativity when it comes to Krishna. There is no negativity. So it doesn't matter. He is unconditionally loving us. He doesn't put any conditions when he loves us. So apparently it seems that he's trying to give us the punishment, but that punishment is also meant for our improvement. Okay.
But we generally don't have that attitude of forgiving, and we have grudges and prejudices.
Yes. So we need to learn. We need to learn that uh, we talked about in Bhagavad Gita verses at home, right? Like that we give benefit of doubt to, Krishna. Same way we need to give benefit of doubt to everybody included. And that is, simplest thing is that, like, let's go to the next part, and then you will get more. So most of the time what happens is that we are holding on other people to a much higher, unrealistically high standard. So when it comes to judging some other devotees, we hold them into a very high standard. So, like, say, if tomorrow Ganga Prabhu is going to make some, you are standing, so I'm picking on you. So, he is going to do some abominable action. Okay, so then, he's initiated. How can he do that? Like, what will be our reaction? The first thing, if say Ganga Prabhu is caught doing something abominable, what will be our reaction? We are going to say that from now onwards, I have no connection with this person. That is our first reaction. Yes, we will have all those things. But at the same time, we all commit mistakes. Right? We are not just caught. We all, like in our own heart, we know that we make mistakes. So when we make mistakes, we are going to take up to this verse. Right? That, okay, I made a mistake, but I'm sure Krishna is going to forgive me. And why not all the devotees are forgiving me? Aren't they reading Bhagavad Gita? 9.30, 9.31, I will become Dharmatma very soon. So when it comes to us, we hold ourselves to, like, we want to be treated like that we made a mistake, but we should be treated nicely and fairly. But when it comes to Ganga Prabhu, or anybody else, what we are going to do, we are going to hold them into a very high standard. That how can he make a mistake, right? So, and it is understandable, this kind of reaction, because we don't want to associate with someone who is doing abominable action, but our assessment is unfair. We are not being fair to the person that we are criticizing. So why? Because sometimes even good people act out of character, and this occasional fall down does not define a person's character, or it does not define the purpose of that person. Okay? These are the key words, are occasional fall down. So if Ganga Prabhu is going to continue making that mistake over and over again, then that is considered to be not forgivable. Like, it is not accidental. It is continuous, right? So that means that it is not his character. If we see him in normal circumstances that he is not making any such things, that means that is his character. Not the one fall down that he had at one point, that is not defining his character. His character is defined by the consistency of how he is performing throughout his life. So when we look at a person, don't look at an accidental fall down or an occasional fall down, but look at an overall in totality, that how is that person behaving. Okay.
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, constitutional duty and
Conditional.
duty. There are mistakes which are generally happen in conditional state of life when we are living a normal life. When we all are like, speaking of myself, I'm a conditional person governed by modes of nature, where lot of time mistakes are happening, and yet, but still, if I look at Kavya on the other side, I'm making little effort to do my constitutional duties. So in that, I am trying to be more determined.
here I'm trying to make a determination, but there also if fall downs happen. So when it comes to alignment of mistakes, in devotee's life, only the mistakes which happen in the path of devotional service are considered to be forgiven, not the one which is on the
No,
conditional part or
anything,
both matters.
both of them. Spiritually, you can't, I mean, what mistakes you are going to make spiritually? Like, I mean, if you are doing spiritual activities, you are doing spiritual activities. But if materially, like in conditionally, if you are making some mistakes, if you are continuing on the path of devotion, then Krishna says it's okay because you have fall down onto the path of devotion, not away from the path of devotion. So Krishna will still forgive you.
Because the principles which we apply and the kind of activities which we are doing to progress on the spiritual path are, like you say, they are they don't connect.
They are parallel.
They are not
They are parallel.
They are sometimes because they don't match or align with what
Yes.
are the principles of to be living a life, which
Yeah.
it is like living a normal life like how everybody lives. Those principles don't align with the principles of devotion.
Yeah, so Krishna looks at your intention. Right? Krishna is always bhavagrahi. Krishna doesn't look at, like the results of your actions. If your intention is to continue on the path of devotion, and these are the things which are happening on the way, then Krishna is not, he says, okay, that's fine. He will
you
become.
have to take a stand that what is as per dharma, what is right,
So I'll give you an example.
what is wrong.
The planes, I don't know if everybody knows about it. The planes, when they are flying, they are 99% of the time, they are off course. They are like going this. And the engines and the control system, it is continuously making small adjustments to keep the plane on track. Okay. So if, otherwise the plane will never reach to the destination. So in our lives also, we are going to make mistakes and we are going to have different problems that we need to make adjustments. But we need to, if our focus is that I want to get that point, then all of those things are like noise, like tiny noise is happening, but the main track is on it's completely fine. So you are going to reach the destination as long as your focus is perfect on the right things and your intentions are to go into that particular direction. So we don't want to hold others onto an unrealistic high standard. Then we should, we want, basically we want to treat everybody else the way we want to be treated by others. That's how it should work. So if we want to be, treated with a high standard, then you can treat others also with the high standard. So like then you have to be careful that you are never going to make a mistake. And if you are going to make a mistake, then you condone others also. That okay, I can make a mistake, he can also make a mistake. Okay. So those who do bad things are not necessarily bad people. Focus on their overall action, not their occasional deviations. That is the overall action, occasional deviation. These are the key words here. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about on this verse is that how Krishna's love is unconditional yet conditional. Although we did talk about it. So how is it unconditional? Krishna says there is nothing that we can ever do, no matter how vicious, that can stop Krishna from loving us. Imagine, think about this. There is nothing that you can do that will make Krishna to stop loving us. However, there is one thing that you need to watch here is that when you talk about love, say a boy is in love with one girl, but the girl is not responding, or girl is not really loving this boy. Okay, so as long as this boy is staying, away from that girl and silently loving this girl, I'm sorry, I'm giving a mundane example here, but I think it makes sense to everybody, when this kind of examples are given. So for this boy, he can continuously, unconditionally continue to love this girl, right? The girl cannot stop it. The girl cannot say that in your heart, stop loving me. Yes, she has no control over that. However, if the boy wants a relationship with that girl, then what is required? That the girl also loves that boy, right? The same way, Krishna loves us unconditionally. Krishna is loving all of us unconditionally. He has no conditions attached to it. Whatever we do, he is continuing to love us. But we cannot have a relationship with Krishna if we cannot love Krishna back. And we cannot access Krishna's love if we continue to do these abominable actions. Make sense? So it's conditional, unconditional. Unconditional, yet there is some condition. So, but just if you think about it, Krishna's love, which is completely unconditional, right? Like, whatever you do, I'm with you. So I'm going to end with Srila Prabhupada's one statement. He said that we do not reject anyone. We engage everyone in Krishna's service. Even if someone has fallen, if they are willing to try again, we give them opportunity to succeed.
Give Prabhuji a big round of applause once again. I think today's topic was very tangible and relatable, I hope. Enough confusing, but enough takeaways also. I hope everyone was able to take away something. And good questions. Kavya Mataji and Prabhuji contributing to it. I don't know if we have time left for more questions, but I think this is something we should do a Q&A on this topic in one class. And everyone reflects on their activities spiritually and materially both. On that note, we'll go to the next segment, but I think Mataji has some announcement.
Yeah, I'm just putting everybody in trouble. Hare Krishna. So this is ISKCON of Police family, and kids are going to recite the sloka, Bhagavad Gita sloka. So it's okay. I don't want people to know what I'm saying. Even you can show them. Show my face. Okay, so there are some surprises for you guys, all you Prabhus, you Matajis, all Vaishnavas here. Manisha Mataji is here. Good. Okay. Because we did put your name because we didn't see you. So all of you are gonna recite sloka certain way. Okay, on 15th of December. All of you are going to participate along with the kids. 15th of December, 11th of December is a Gita Jayanti. Now, okay, I will be taking 10 minutes. So, Mataji, I am sorry, I'm taking your time. So I spoke to kids. Last year, me and kids were like did the whole Gita Bhagavad Gita reading, and the parents read on their own space. And it was, I thought kids would be bored or not, but it didn't happen that. When I talked to our kids, Sunday school kids, I gave them, because Gita Jayanti is falling on 11th of December, which is Wednesday, mid of the day. So, and there are some my commitment coming clashing on following Friday. So I told kids, how about with the parents, you read every day from tomorrow 2 chapters, and we finish it. I think it is good idea, but kids don't like it too much. They say they want to. How can we do one weekend or read together? This is happening with the kids. So I'm asking all parents for, and this is compulsory, okay? Even whose kids are not here present, who has even sponsored Bhagavad Gita, now they have to read it. So I'm looking at the people who have sponsored in past Bhagavad Gita. they need to read, because the whole Bhagavad Gita from page like sloka 1 to 18 chapter sloka, what was the last sloka number? I don't remember. So everybody has to read. Only translation. I'm expecting only translation. So, do we want to read together, or can you be like discipline yourself and read before 11th, and we make the group and say, yeah, we read with our family. Just huh?
Let's take a vote.
Okay. Raise your hand if you like to read with your family. Raise your hands if you want to read with this family. Oh, Krishna. Okay, now you have to come up with the timing when you want to read them. Friday? So,
Let's not go to this.
no, for Friday. Okay, 13th. Okay, 13th of December.
It's okay.
Can we read coming Friday? Coming Friday, can we 13th? Is it okay?
What's the date? Which coming Friday?
This only there are 2 Fridays left. One is before and one is after.
6th of December?
Yeah. Can we read 6th of December?
Sure.
Okay. 6th of December at my home. We will be making 3 groups of that. One Mataji's, one Prabhuji's and one kids. Okay. In 3 rooms. So it will be fun. Everybody will get chance to read. So I'm, because what happened, we are so many. Otherwise one sloka here and then that's happened. So I will make 3 groups. 6:30 is okay. 6:30. 6:30. So it takes 3.5 hours and then we end up with our dinner prasadam. So this Friday at my home, 485 His Street. And if you don't know, please at my home. Okay, with the one party. Now I'm going to announce the name who are going to recite the sloka in the rap. So this is going to happen like this on a 15th of December, not on the coming Sunday. So at least you sing the tune. Devansa, sing the tune first. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Dhritarashtra uvacha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyusava Mamaka Pandava Seva Kima Kurvata Sanjaya.
Hare Krishna.
So we are going to do one.
Hare Krishna. Krishna
You got it?
Krishna.
Do I have to do another? No, right? We have got it? Everybody got it? So 1.1, I'm giving the sloka right now, assigning everyone. Okay, I have to memorize and say here in the middle of the other. So you can't just come and like do this way. You have to be wrap up. Okay?
And also act, right?
Act also. You have to understand. So your expression should tell us that you have really understood that sloka. Okay? Okay?
We will be assigned the
Yeah, I'm assigning right now. So 1.1, Arav. Okay, sorry. Arav. Yeah, raise your hand. Okay, Sumit 2.7. Ram 2.11. Krishna 2.12. Shivans 2.13. Puranjay 2.14. Abhiraj 2.20. Sarvin 2.22. Sia 2.23. Rajvi 2.27. Vipula 2.30. Devans 2.40. Avnindra 2.41. Vivan 2.44. Mana 2.45. Shushruta 2.46. Kids know there, but I'm just telling their parents. Priyanka Mataji 2.59. Tanvi, not Mataji, Tanvi Kid. Yeah, 2.62. Yeah, she doesn't want to do, but I will make her do. Ishan. Ishan 2.63. Diksha, Rohini Mataji will help him. Binju Mataji, this is your sloka, okay? So you have to do with yours. It's 2.64. Okay. Arav, Arnav 2.69. Geetika Mataji 3.9. Sagar Prabhu 3.14. Preeti Mataji 3.21. Kanak Prabhu, okay, Kanak Prabhu 3.27. Rohini Mataji 3.37. Both are Bhagwan Uvacha, Ganga Prabhu and Rohini Mataji. And 4.1, Ganga Prabhu. Kavya Mataji 4.2. Pradeep Prabhu 4.3. Meera Mataji, would you like to do one sloka? Okay, so I have not given without asking you, so I will give you. Pradeep Prabhu 4.3, okay, your sloka. Kavika Mataji 4.6. Kavika Mataji, okay. Oh, I also forgot. Vishal Prabhu 4.7. 4.8. Srini Prabhu. Remember, okay, I'm not going to tell you again. Okay. Deepa Mataji, is she here? Okay. 4.9. Diksha Mataji, somebody tell her. 4.10. Kashyapuni Prabhu, 4.11. Sorry. Panchami, me, 4.30. Ritu Mataji, 4.34. Chetna Mataji, 5.18. Meenakshi Mataji, she was here, right? Meenakshi Mataji was here. Prabhuji, Meenakshi Mataji's Prabhu. Ashish Prabhu, Meenakshi Mataji will do, right? One sloka. Yeah. Okay, Meenakshi Mataji 5.22 and you Prabhuji 5.29. Written? Okay. What name I written him? Vasundhara. 6.17. Can somebody write it down for her? Kapil Prabhu also come. Somebody write it down. 6.41. Now Manisha Mataji. Can you do one slok? If I give you 2 weeks, there are 2 weeks. Why? No, आ जाएगा. We will help you. 6.47. Give a big round of applause. Now, Meera Mataji, 7.3. Okay. Where is will you do one? Okay. 7.4. Okay, 3 and 4. Okay. Then Vivek Prabhu. Huh? Oh, Vikas. Sorry, Vikas Prabhu. Can you do 7.5, please? Okay. 7.5. Then Mataji, would you like to do one slok? 7.7. Okay. Anybody? Okay. So you are gonna kill me. I'm calling you Sukhvilas Prabhu. I don't know why Satpujan. Satpujan Prabhu. Which number I gave you last?
7.7.
7.7. Okay. Okay. 7.14. Satpujan Prabhu for you. Okay. Prabhuji, your daughter also, you also have to do. Okay. Okay. 7.15. Prabhuji, will you do one sloka, please?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I'm asking. I don't remember your name. Shishir Prabhu. Please, somebody write it down his name so I know. 7.16. And your son, where is he?
Sorry, I did not get the Prabhuji's name.
Shishir, na? And where is your son right now? Oh, okay, so we are not forcing him.
7.17.
16. So we are almost covering up to 7.16. It's okay. I think this is enough. There are 108 sloka. Next year we'll reach to 108. Okay. I don't know how many sloka we have, but we are covering up to 7. Is there anybody I forgot to give
Some
name?
people have not come now, like this Mataji, Deepti Mataji, Kunal Prabhu, Avanindra and Aviraj.
Okay, so Avinindra and Arnav I have given. Can you give them to? I think she will also do it. Okay. So 7.16 I gave, right? Last? Yes. 7.19. No, 19. Okay. And 7.25. Okay. Anybody else if you remember? Sorry, I'm nice Kirtan also. This is also good. We can do 5 to 15 minutes anyway. Can we? Okay. ठीक है. Oh, आप नहीं करोगे? एक श्लोक.
माता जी मैं ट्रैवल करना है 10 से 14 8 से 14 के करीब
15 को ये आ जाना. ट्रैवल में मेमोराइज कर देना. कंप्यूटर गाइड.
ऑफिस का है.
हाँ तो कोई बात नहीं. ट्रैवल में याद कर लेना. रीड तो कर सकते हो ना प्रेप में. कर लो.
अभी पक्का नहीं
I
हुआ.
have already. हाँ
पक्का नहीं हुआ.
ठीक है. चलो मैं आपको फोर्स नहीं करती हूँ. ट्रैवल तक. ओके चलो. ओके हरे कृष्णा. हरे कृष्णा. माता कहाँ गई माता जी? प्लीज कम. कोई नहीं. I take her. I can take. शिवांश.
Shivansh, is it allowed?
Very good. Very good.
I gave you one.
It's not working very well for you.
Ram, come here. Sagar को side में रखो please.
Sorry, this one.
वो जी एक्सटर्नल स्टोरेज.
Whatever I give, I register.
Sure, Prabhuji. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo. everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Now Mataji, please leave. Hare Krishna. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Now all kids. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. बोलो हरि नाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। जय 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 हरि बोल हरि
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा नमो अष्टपदाय कृष्ण प्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
I remember. With the magnet?
Here, all kids not in line, first honor the prasada. All kids in front. So one thing you remember, first we need to honor. How you honor? When we say the prayer for the prasada. Okay? Before that, we should not stand for the night.
Otherwise, I will not.
Krishna guna gao, Krishna ko Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Mahachare Govinde, Brahmane Vaishnave, Swarga Punyam Bhagavadam, Vishnu Somindayate, Sariya Vidyajal Jori Priya Kahekal, Taramati Jivati, Lobomoye Sudarmati, Taki Jivagatin Sansari, Krishna Varadayaman, Kari Mare Divana, Swaprashara Namilovar, Keyanam Vittapa, Shri Radha Krishna, Jemida Puri Jaganita, Jani Mai Janita, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, can we have your attention please? So couple of things. Hare Krishna. Kids are Prashadam.